if you're anything like me, your workshop space just gets more and more cluttered over time. So I've set myself a challenge of trying to tackle unit by unit, shelf by shelf, tidying up all my bits and pieces so I can free up some room. So I actually got places to keep my bits and pieces rather than just shoving in the first drawer I can find. So in my workshop, I've got worktops, and normally these are all really clear, but mid declutter, I'm making more and more of a mess. And then underneath, I have these little curtain areas with shelving systems. Everywhere else, I've got racking from IKEA, but I ran out here, so I've got some wooden storage crates. I realise you can't see that. Some wooden storage crates down here, and also I'm using this suitcase, vanity case, to store some of my bits and pieces in. Long time since I've looked in here, and this is the box where I keep all the bits and pieces for making wrist corsages and sort of decorative details in my flower classes. There's a sample piece there for a decorative cuff, and I know that everything here has been really pared back, so I'm not going to have to get rid of anything. I've got hair bands here for gluing fresh and fake flowers onto, and rolls of netting, so I'm reasonably sure that that's all okay. And next time I'm doing a class on prom corsages, I can just grab that case and away we go. And then I've got my collection of glassware here. Hyacinth bulb glasses, you put your hyacinth bulb in there and that grows. That's going to go to the charity shop. All sorts of lovely bits of glassware. I don't quite know what that is the lid to. Oh, it says Kilner on there, but I don't know which container it goes with. I like the sides on that, so I'm going to keep that. And these lovely little bottles are great if you've got flowers and your side stems come off. Somewhere to keep those. Kilner jars. I've got so many kilner jars, and I think possibly the time has come to get rid of those, because when I make my jams, I like to put them in conventional jam jars, and I bought these for storage, and really I'm not using them, so that's going to go to the charity shop. And I should say at this stage I've got 3 boxes nearby. I've got my charity shop pile, my throwaway pile, either for recycling or for composting, and I've got the stuff I'm going to keep again. A little jar there of cloves that smell lovely. I broke the bottle of cloves I had at Christmas, so I've just stored them in that open neck jar. You might remember I did some Vlogmas posts, 12 days of Christmas, and I showed you how to make a spiced pomander ball there. And then little dishes for night lights, which, you know, really pretty, but I'm not going to use them. So that's another one for the charity shop. Storage jars. This is an old coffee jar. These make great vases. And I've got an event coming up actually when I'm on the lookout for jam jars. So I'm going to add that to my pile for my next workshop. I've got a stopper here, but no bottle. So I won't get rid of that just yet, because I may well have the bottle. More nightlight holders. I'm not a great one for night lights. My husband doesn't like having candles at home, so those are going to go to the charity shop. Another hyacinth vase and some plastic ties. Obviously I must have thought at one stage they were going to be really handy. Perhaps somebody will find them handy. So they're going to go to the charity shop. A little hurricane vase there, that's quite cute. Not sure about that, so I'll keep on the side of caution. And again, a stopper here. Does that fit that? No, a stopper. This one actually says Kilner jar on it. So it's got a bit of a vintage feel. I might keep hold of that. Kilner jar. Again, I'm going to get rid of that. Oops, crush. And then cube vases. These were really fashionable at one stage. And I think I bought them at Car Boot Fair. And I've got about 10 or 12 of them. And the small ones I've never really used, so I'm going to get rid of all of those. Another old jar here. Look, I've not even taken the price label off. Charity shop, £1.99, Kilner jar. So it's beautiful, vintage. What I should do, what I wanted to do, is buy some of the chalk paint and swirl that around inside the jar just to sort of change the look up. So you never know, I may do that at some stage. I can start putting back my vintage Kilner jars. And another Kilner jar there. Oh, it came from IKEA, that one. So I'm going to pass that on as well. and a tall jar there. I think actually my sister might have got rid of these and passed them to me, and all I've ever done is put them in my storage area and never use them, so I am going to get rid of them. This is the bigger version of the glass cube. So there's the small and the big. I found those quite handy, so I will keep hold of those. And there's another one there, which is filthy. I've been saving this because I'm going to do a YouTube video on how to get rid of the scum that you get on glass vases. So it's not just me with my bag of housekeeping. I will be doing a video about that, so I should do that in due course. And then a kilner jar here. I've been saving the roses out of flower arrangements because I thought they looked really pretty. Again, it's one of those things, you save them and then do you ever really use it? But they do look quite pretty in there, and that's quite a more of a squat vase, so jar, so I might save that one. Let's sit in there. And then kilner jar, more jars as well. I decorated these washi tape for Christmas, so I think I'll hold on to those. And the beauty of the washi tape is that now that Christmas is over, you can just peel it all off. So I'm going to put it back down again. So perhaps I will save one of those cube jars. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to get rid of the others. So it'll be a job lot for somebody to enjoy. I mean, look at this lovely tall vase stuck at the back of my cupboard. I keep forgetting it's there. So what I should do really is not to have it so low down, have it at more at an eye level. And then next time I'm looking for a vase, it's going to spring out at me as being something to use. I mean, that's just going to be absolutely beautiful to use again. Rediscover. Another coffee stopper. And another coffee jar. So again, I'll put that for my workshop in a couple of weeks' time. Oops. Something stuck there. And a little glass cylinder, always really handy cylinders. And then that was a little tree I made out of gyp. And it was well and truly past it now. So that is going to go in the bin. And another jar with bits of bark in it. Again, I think I had that in there for decorative purposes. So I'm going to use that jar for my next workshop. And then a jar without the label taken off. So that'll need soaking, and that could be used for my jam jar workshop I've got coming up soon. So I can see all around me loads and loads of glassware, and all I'm going to put back in are these cylindrical ones here. So there's loads more space. Now if I can pack them in quite tightly, I should be able to make some more space. I don't have to, the idea really is so that I've got places to keep things casually rather than having to dump big bags of stuff over the floor, which I've got into the habit of doing. I pack my bag, go to a class, and then come back and I don't unpack it. I just sort of leave it in the middle of the floor because I know really there's not anywhere to put anything. But hopefully by freeing up a bit more space, there will be a bit more flow with what I've got here, and it won't be so arduous to tidy up next time. So I hope you're enjoying my series of decluttering my workshop and seeing what I got behind these curtains. So if you have enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, if you'd like to hear first about all my flower arranging hints and tips, do come and join me. So I'll see you another time.